Hello everybody and welcome to PurpleFizz.tv. My name is Jake and today we're going to be checking out Sherlock Holmes, The Awakened. If I'm being honest, I was going to be playing Call of Cthulhu, Dark Corners of the Earth, but I got halfway through the intro and the game crashed, and from what I can tell I can't get the game to run on my computer. So this is the next best thing, a game that I have never even played and I did not know existed until about 10 minutes ago. So we're going to start a new game. The way I'm going to try to do this, I'm going to let the voiceovers do their thing. And I'll commentate.
Go away, you swine! Leave, or I'll make you bleed!
These all came from the swamps. Could be toting contraband.
Ew.
Help me! Do not fight the calling!
This
Blood!
is so ugly.
I beg of you, Holmes! Fatigue! Relieve your blood!
Oh, no. No,
I'm
it can't be.
I'm assuming that's Watson.
End like this. Again, this nightmare haunts me. It won't let me
Gross
forget.
toes.
How did this all begin?
That's a good question, Watson. Frogwares presents. A Sherlock Holmes adventure. The Awakened. This music's nice. I'm having fun. It's so ugly. 2 years ago, London, 6th of September, 1894. (221B) Baker Street, baby! I'm a huge fan of the works of H.P. Lovecraft and Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. So to see these two things, I'm super excited. By the way, from what I can tell, this is a really dark game, so if you're a little weebab, maybe be careful watching this. I'm not going to censor anything. So, just be warned, kiddos. It's spooky.
Good morning, Holmes. Looks like a typical London day. Fog in the morning, fog in the afternoon. Ah, and here's a surprise, fog in the evening.
Good morning, Watson.
Can you imagine? I have been at it since 5 a.m., and I scarcely think my list of patients for the day has even been touched. What is more insufferable, I haven't even had a moment
The bullet
with a
holes in the
morning
wall, I
paper.
love it.
They say the minister will assuredly... Holmes, whatever is the matter? You haven't heard a word I have said.
It is the tedium, my dear Watson. Life is ordinary. The papers are lifeless. Any hint of audacity, and dare I say romance, has vanished from the criminal world.
Holmes, it is only temporary. You know perfectly well that sooner or later an exceptional incident will occur in London or thereabout, which cannot rest till the talents of Sherlock Holmes are called into play.
I dig this
Then
so
it
much.
will be up to your agile
already.
wit to set things right, which should satisfy your constant need for mental gymnastics.
I hope the heavens hear your words, Watson. I hope they do indeed.
I must take my leave, Holmes. I have an appointment with a rather odious man, Captain Stenick. He is apparently in a state, with near tachycardia due to some problem involving his manservant. Why don't you get out for a brisk walk, Holmes? Perhaps buy a newspaper or
Stop trying to
visit
talk
that
while you're
fellow
drinking, my man.
Barnes over on Glentworth Street. You might remember him, the bookseller. He has some new volumes of the particular sort that should occupy your mind for a time.
I have no idea if there's a story order to these Sherlock Holmes games. But if I beat this one and if I enjoy it, if you guys enjoy watching it, let me know, and I'll do the rest of them. Ooh, that is not the camera angle I expected it to have. I can't... Oh, it's point and click. It's a point and click. I thought it was going to be like a free roam thing. Oh, God. I'm so excited to play this. So I got a matchbook. Okay. It is rudimentary, my dear Watson. It's very basic. I can't interact with that desk. Oh, I got a knife and a box of matches. First person perspective. Oh. Oh. Okay, I can walk around like this in first person. That's pretty cool, yeah. Let's do that. This seems much more pleasant. Got a pipe here. Don't seem to have anything interactable. What? Okay, there's my map. I'm sorry, I'm pressing buttons. Okay, so if I do the first person perspective, it shows me the things that are interactable. Cool, I like it. It's so... I'm gonna try it here. I'm gonna adjust my mouse to move a little slower. I doubt there's gonna be any like combat in this. I'm pretty sure it's just a regular point and click. Okay. Seemed pretty pointless going in there. I love the bullet holes in the wall. That's such a good touch. They didn't have to do that, and they did. Okay. How about over here? Is this the front door? Yep. This is the door out. Aw.
The Strand! The Strand! Boy, the Strand!
The Strand? Princess attacked. How did the princess get attacked?
Strand,
Ugly
Strand,
little boy.
By the Strand!
So, my young friend, what is the news?
I don't know when I put on a
Nothing
hat,
of
but I put
interest
on
for
my
the
hat.
great
Alright.
detective, sir. Those old stuffed shirts ate up half of London at their big scientifical to-do, and some Scandinavia princess is driving the locals wild with curiosity.
A Scandinavian royal is in London? If you and the lads can look sharp and find out more about her visit, there will be some coin for your pockets.
Righto, Mr. Holmes. If there's aught to be found, the irregulars will have it. I'll send the words out to the lads.
It is necessary to keep my informants in fighting form.
Ah, the Strand. The Strand, 6th of September, 1894. Celestial phenomenon. Yesterday at the Academy of Sciences, a sumptuous dinner was held for distinguished members of the British scientific community. A central figure at the festivities was astronomer D. Sullivan. This brilliant scientist shocked the world, colleagues, and even continental rivals with his discovery of an upcoming and rare celestial alignment of 7 stars. Sullivan has calculated this event will occur in December, sometime within the next few weeks. This unique conjunction, as it is called in astronomical terms, will be barely visible to the human eye. Detailed observation will require special optical equipment, which only the Academy has in its possession. Even with the equipment, Professor Sullivan noted that the conditions must favor a proper viewing of these parts. He took great pleasure in adding that this celestial event will provide an unexpected boom for expert stargazers. This alignment will reveal an 8th star, ordinarily concealed by its neighbors and whose existence has never been clearly established. The revelation that Fomalhaut, as it is called in ancient texts, might finally be observed, had to be the cause of the audience's excited shouts, unless it was the presentation of a dessert at the same moment. Strange disappearances. The recent visit of the Swedish Princess Ildur will be... I don't know why they have like 10 spaces in between some of these words. Will be remembered as yet another unfortunate event in a series of mishaps related to the scandal-plagued princess. We can only hope that relations between our countries will survive the strain. Among the worst of the city incidents was the extraordinary affair with the chocolate auk, that which readers may recall, led to this dismissal of the Minister of the Foreign Affairs. Okay, I really want to say some of this is important. Oh, that's definitely important. The day before yesterday, a bargeman noticed the river watch about a strange jellyfish floating in the Thames. The watch searched the dark waters. To their shock, spotted what appeared to be a human scalp. Upon closer inspection, it proved to be a wig, re-dyed in a bright red. According to the label embroidered on the wig's scalp cap, it was the property of a well-known local theatrical company. Unfortunately, the company is said to have fallen into a sad state. Its reputation is rapidly dwindling, and its actors allegedly have taken to alcoholic beverages. Same. Okay, quite a bit of little news here. I don't know how much of this is related. This is pretty neat. What do you say, Copper?
Pardon me, I'm looking for the Barnes bookshop. Would you happen to know it?
I know the place, know it well, Mr. Holmes. The bookshop is on Glentworth Street. Take your first right and then the next left.
Alright, first right and then the next left. What a foggy, grey day in London town. You don't look right. Are you right?
My respects, Miss Fleming.
Good day, Mr. Holmes.
Barnes and Noble. I mean, Barnes Bookseller. What you got going on in here,
Morning,
mister?
Mr. Holmes, how are you? I have some new novels that should interest you. A nice illustrated volume on fish and a collection of legends on piracy. They must be here somewhere.
They must be here somewhere. Of course they must be. You know, because when Sherlock Holmes is coming to visit, you don't take stuff down and get stuff ready for him. That looks interactable. So much of this looks like it should be interactive.
A book about sea
and it's
fauna.
not. Sea fauna. Underwater fauna. Yep, thank God for that. That's going to be important later, I just know it. Can't go through there. Okay.
Ah, the pirate's book.
Pirate's book. Desperate pirates. Who pretended to be the lover of his what? Kind of starts in the middle of it, okay. Who pretended to be the lover of his brother-in-law. We now close this chapter on the cruise of famous pirates with the most terrible of the lot, the dreaded sharks of McGrinty. Never before has one band of seafaring men had so abominable and bloody crimes to their foul credit as McGrinty and his sharks. Whoops. I thought that was a period there. To fully list their atrocities would likely require a dozen dedicated volumes. McGrinty himself is regarded by experts as a psychopath and a deviant, in spite of his indisputable seafaring skills and qualities as a leader. His refusal to give any quarter to those who surrender is well documented. In particular, his preference for dispatching the unfortunate survivors by either slicing them to ribbons or performing slow evisceration. There is also his well-known unnatural attraction to the dead men of the cloth, which is supported by numerous witness statements. Clearly a man of profane appetites and disregard for all humanity. Very little about the faith of both the treasure and the sinister captain and his crew. What? Hold on. In recent years, his depraved reputation has faded from public awareness, and younger generations know McGrinty primarily from the romantic tales of his infamous lost treasure. And the interest is well based, as McGrinty's treasure cache is estimated by the Royal Navy registers as one of the richest of its kind. Gold, precious stones, jewelry, works of art, but some of the riches taken from vanquished ships by this pirate lord and his crew. The biggest mystery is the whereabouts of this fabled booty. No trace of it has surfaced in these long years, nary a gold coin or scrap of cloth. History tells us very little about the fate of both the treasure and the sinister captain of his crew. There is one report that hints at the hiding place of McGrinty's lost treasure, though it is of dubious quality. On November 1801, near the west coast of Scotland, the crew of a fishing boat witnessed a battle between the pirate horde and another ship. McGrinty was the victor and boarded the vanquished ship, which was laden with rum and molasses from the new continent. The fishermen then observed the pirates sailing back into coastal waters. Being sore afraid, they took to sea as quickly as possible. From that day, there was little word of McGrinty and his sharks. There are outlandish tales of the devil coming to claim his due, taking hold of McGrinty's vessel, the Vampire, and turning it into a ghost ship. McGrinty and his crew, who were never seen again, but there are those who swear they saw the ghostly vampire ship being captained and crewed by the undead. Other rumors surfaced over time that are, hard as it may seem, even more preposterous and deemed unworthy of mention. The only credible account of McGrinty's hiding place comes from the supposed vampire crewman, taken prisoner during one of McGrinty's last known battles with the Queen's own navy. Unfortunately, McGrinty, his ship, and the rest of his men escaped once again and vanished into parts unknown. The Captain Brigand bartered for his skin and promised to tell the captain about McGrinty's hiding place along the Scottish coast. He spoke of tunnels, secret entrances from the sea and earth, and the means of gaining entrance to one of them. According to those present, he uttered these peculiar words: "From the middle of the 3 throwing mouths, 30 steps towards the ram. He refused to say more unless he was granted immediate safe conduct to the nearest port and released. His arrogance cost him his head. No account was given of his last words, which were all deemed self-serving lies from a villain desperate to escape his final justice." Okay. I'm going to end up reading a whole novel's worth of words by the time this is over.
And goodbye, Mr. Holmes.
Okay, goodbye.
What can I do for you, Mr. Holmes?
Okay. And we are out again.
I have no reason to go there.
Hiccups. No reason to go down the street. All right. Fine. Glad you said something, I guess. Okay, I guess you don't want to speak to me. That's fine. On Malcolm Street. Ah!
Holmes! Here!
There's Watson. Okay. Let's go see what Watson has to say. I like this. I like this a lot. I'm going to end up reading a whole bunch.
Ah, it's good that I found
okay.
you, Holmes. As I told you this morning, I visited Captain Stenick. Although his symptoms are not serious, the circumstances which caused his palpitations are quite peculiar. Perhaps you can make something of it. Here is Captain Stenick and Sergeant Rufels.
Okay. What have you gentlemen got to say for yourselves?
Captain, I understand from Watson you are quite upset.
Any man will be the same, and with less provocation. My servant is left in the middle of the night. Damned ungrateful after all I have done for him. To top it off, he knows not one word of English. Finally, if he causes any damage, I will bear the brunt of people's anger and suffer the consequences, as I am the person who brought him to England.
How long was he in your employment, and is he accustomed to vanishing in this manner?
We returned from Australia more than 5 months ago now. But to his credit, he never left this house before now. He is afraid of the city, as are many inhabitants from open spaces.
Could he have stolen something?
Upon my word, no.
How much money does he have on his person?
Frankly speaking, he didn't have any money. I kept his wages for him, and they are in my safe. In any event, what the deuce would he have a need for money?
Who knew that he worked at your home?
Like,
and
same
had he
use
any
as most
contacts
people,
here
I
in
would
London?
think.
Anyone who deals with me professionally knows Baopa is my personal servant. As for his contacts, they are limited to the delivery men who bring food or other items to my home. What reason could he have to see anyone other than myself?
This guy's kind of a prick. What have you got to say, officer?
Now then, Sergeant, what is it about, and what elements of the crime do you have documented?
Referring to the official report, the following particulars were taken down. A young Maori responding to the name Beaupa was reported missing by his employer, Mr. Stenick. No one in the surrounding area saw or heard anything relevant to this incident. In truth, we rarely concern ourselves with cases such as this, but the lad speaks not a single word of English, and according to his employer, has considerable strength. Considering the wild customs of his native land, who knows what damage he could cause? You must know, Mr. Holmes, there have been a few similar cases reported recently. The facts are much the same. Immigrants from the poor districts have been reported missing by their families. We expect that some low-class brothel has opened its doors to the local exotics, and Mr. Holmes, you can imagine how word would spread. Mark my words, with his unique looks and speech, we'll find this boy in no time. I imagine he'll have nothing worse to show than empty pockets and a delighted air.
That is a possibility, to be sure. However, I would be most grateful if you could ask your superiors to send me the reports about those similar cases. I rely on you, Ruffles.
You call them Ruffles.
Watson, continue your search here.
Ruffles.
I must follow another lead.
You want to fill me in on what that lead is, bud? Bookstore, Stenick's residence, 221B Baker Street. I mean, I'm sure the game will tell me.
I have no reason to go there.
Yep. No reason to go there. I wish the running was toggled. It probably is. That is such a classic look. Ah.
I have no reason to go there.
Okay.
I have no reason to go there.
Alright. I'm glad you got a lead, man. I don't. That's not my house. There we go.
I don't have enough information.
All
I should
right.
return and investigate further.
Fine. Let's investigate further, Sherlock. Shirley. You seem a bit sketchy. Alright, maybe down here?
I have no
I have
reason
no
to go
reason
there.
to go there. Well, points for this game not making me wander aimlessly. Well, more aimlessly than I already am.
What do you make of this, Holmes?
You know, I'd love to tell you. You should get some furniture in your house, man. You got furniture wallpaper in there, I can tell. That's some nice furniture wallpaper. Are you gonna let me speak?
Have you found anything, Mr. Holmes?
Nope. Not a single thing. Oh.
What a peculiar drawing.
In the shack where the young Maori Beaupa was living, there is a drawing in the soil in Maori style. It depicts what appears to be the silhouette of a human running from a huge wave filled with vague forms that resemble flying fish. Does it resemble that? I thought it looked like the Fire Nation symbol. Over the air. Ah, right there.
Footsteps. Let's see.
I'm amazing. Alright, let's see. Nothing too strange.
The right shoe is missing a nail.
Oh. Only noticeable by Sherlock Holmes. Or me. I'm Sherlock Holmes. Stenick's missing a nail. Alright. How did you... Right there. Yep. Uh-oh. Let's see the shoe
The size is undoubtedly 7. The shoes are also hard-soled.
Hard-soled shoes and a nail missing. Alright. I think I've solved the case.
There is something here. Yes, there is something here. Yes, there is something here.
Okay, so he jumped over the fence. We need to go around and go look over the fence. I get that I was excited for it to be a point and click, but let's try it. Let's try it. This is just wholly unpleasant.
Yes, there is something here.
There is something here, he says. Okay, let's go back into first person. I can't handle that. You'd think there'd be like a little... Which was got the bars bent. That's where he jumped over. Yes, there is something here. Ah, footsteps. And they lead right up to this door.
I have no reason to go there.
You have every reason to go there. Unless they don't go there. A ladder.
This should prove useful.
This should prove useful. Just carrying a ladder around. I have no reason to go there. Okay.
Yes, there is something here.
There's something here, but I have no reason to go where the footsteps lead. Maybe that's
Suit
enough.
yourself, Mr. Holmes, but it seems to me you're just wasting valuable time. Trust...
Has that ever worked?
What do you make of this, Holmes?
I would love to tell you, but Sherlock didn't think we need to go through the gate. That's fine, I guess. Whatever. Let's see. He had contact, what did he say, with the butcher? Maybe the butcher will know something. Do you know anything, Pigeon? No. Of course you don't. You're a pigeon. And I feel like I'm wandering aimlessly. Let's take a look. Yep, I got a ladder. What would I do with the ladder, though, is the question. What if I stick a knife at you? Anything to say? Nope. Wonder if there was more information that I was supposed to garner from the backyard. There's gotta be. Oh, it was in the backyard. There we go. Plus, why would he just dip out? Also, gave this man... Oh. It looked like there was something here. Anything?
This appears to contain some measure of...
Opium. He was smoking opiates. I solved the case. He's a druggie.
Footsteps. Let's see.
Let's see if there's anything else. They don't look the same.
The size is undoubtedly 7. The shoes are also hard-soled.
Okay.
The right shoe is missing a nail.
Right shoe is missing a nail. So, are we looking for the nail then? Do you really want me to look for a nail? Oh.
Flaxen. Yellow in color.
So he's wearing a yellow shirt.
What do you make of this, Holmes?
Apparently nothing. Ah! You there. That's a strange habit you have. I'll leave you to it, I guess.
I have no reason to go there.
You have no... I'm getting tired of hearing that, Sherlock. Ah. Maybe he jumped this fence too. But apparently not, because that would make things too easy. Let's see, with the fabric in my
Have you
hand.
found anything, Mr. Holmes?
I have,
you found
actually.
anything, Mr. Holmes?
I want to give it to you.
Have you found anything, Mr. Holmes?
Maybe if I try doing it in, you know what, controls. Previous item. Dialogue reports, map. Nothing. Interesting. So let's try the third person so I can... Oh, that is just gross. Piece of cloth, a small lump.
What do you make of this, Holmes?
I really hate this third person perspective. Maybe it's not so bad. Let's see if we can get used to it. So I think the footprints show up when it's different. Oh, okay. The footprints show up when it's a different screen. Maybe what we need we can't see from the... Because that's where he's just going to be like, yes, there's something,
there is something
here.
here.
Yep.
I have no reason to go
It's
there.
so pretty obvious that his footprints kind of... He jumped down and went out that gate, man. Oh, I guess Sherlock's on the run. We got a Sherlock Holmes on the loose. I hate this. Okay. Well, I don't know if we
have
found
enough
anything super
information.
useful. And I spent a lot of time thinking to myself, but that's okay. We're going to try again. We're going to get further next time. Yeah. This is not bad. I actually do enjoy this a lot. I just wish that I could make some sense of where I need to go or what I need to do. But, till then, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.